Hey guys, it is Friday, October 3rd, 2025, and I'm going to go over the wild card series, and I correctly predicted 2 out of the 4. As you can see, I picked the Yankees, and I got that one right. They beat the Red Sox in 3 games. I correctly predicted the Dodgers would beat the Reds in 2 games, but unfortunately, I incorrectly predicted the Guardians to beat the Tigers, and the Tigers beat the Guardians in 3 games. And I also picked the Padres to win, but the Cubbies took care of business, and they will be playing the Brewers starting tomorrow. So let me just correct this real quick. I'm gonna mark out Guardians. Sorry, John and GHL. I'm gonna put the Tigers. There we go. And also, let me see, I'm going to mark out the Padres. And I'm going to put the Cubs. So, just a little recap on the wild card series. How about Cam Schlittler? He did great yesterday, pitched 8 innings, 5 hits, 0 walks, 12 strikeouts. He's 24 years old. Schlittler is a Massachusetts native, so he beat his hometown Red Sox, and he came up really clutch yesterday in a big situation, an important game, and the Yankees have really good starting pitching, so they're going to be really tough to beat. Um, Aaron Judge, he had a pretty decent wild card series. He didn't hit any home runs, and I think he had maybe 1 RBI, but he did hit 364, so, he's not playing too bad. For the Cubbies, Michael Busch had a really big game yesterday. 3 hits, he had a home run. So the Cubbies are looking really good. And looking ahead to tomorrow, this is the first game of the day. The Chicago Cubs travel to Milwaukee to face the Brewers at 2:08 p.m. Eastern Time on TBS. And the Cubs, I don't think they have a pitcher. I don't think they've announced a pitcher as of right now for who's pitching tomorrow. But for the Brewers, Freddie Peralta is going to be pitching, and Peralta's had a really good regular season. He's had a 17-6 record, 2.7 ERA. In the postseason, he's pitched 18 innings in his career with about an ERA of about 4. So that's not a lot of innings, though. So we'll see what happens. But I do like the Brewers tomorrow. Freddie Peralta is really good. So this is a tough series to predict because the Brewers have had a great year, but so have the Cubs. Of course, the Brewers have home field advantage. And a Game 5 would be in Milwaukee. So I think I'm going to go with the Brewers in this series. I think it goes 5 games. I think the Brewers win in 5 games. So I'm going to write in the Brewers right here. I think it'll be a good series, though. I think these teams are pretty evenly matched. I think the home field advantage will be the difference in the series. I could easily see the Brewers winning the first 2, and then games 3 and 4, the Cubs winning in Wrigley Field, and the Brewers winning Game 5 is what I think could very well happen. And the second game tomorrow is the Yankees travel to Toronto to play the Toronto Blue Jays at 4:08 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. And the Yankees, I don't think have announced a pitcher yet for tomorrow, but Kevin Gausman will be pitching for Toronto, and he's had a pretty decent season. His record is not that great. He's 10-11, but his ERA is 3.59, so that's pretty good. But he has not had a lot of success in the playoffs. He's 0-2 with a 4.91 ERA and 25 innings pitched in his career. I wish I could pick the Blue Jays because I know Bob is a big Blue Jays fan. But I just think the Yankees are really on a roll right now. I think they're gonna have a big series. I think they're gonna win this series. I don't know how many games it's gonna go. I think it could go 4 games. I think the Yankees could win in 4 games. I just think they're too good right now. So I am going with the Yankees. I think they're going to get some clutch pitching, and I think that's going to be the difference. Of course, it all comes down to the bullpen, and the Yankees' bullpen has had some issues. So as long as the bullpen holds up, I think the Yankees won't have any trouble winning this series. The third game tomorrow is the Los Angeles Dodgers travel to Philadelphia to play the Phillies at 6:38 p.m. Eastern Time on TBS. And Shohei Ohtani is going to be pitching for the Dodgers. He had a 2.87 ERA this year. I don't think he's ever pitched in the playoffs before, as far as I'm aware. But he's been pitching really well lately. And for the Phillies, it's going to be Christopher Sanchez, or is it Sanchez? Either Sanchez or Sanchez. Anyway, he's had a really good season, 13-5, 2.50 ERA. I think it's going to be a really, really close series. This is probably the hardest out of all the series to predict. Oh, I don't really know how to pick here. This is really tough. Both teams have pretty good starting pitching. Both teams have a lot of good power hitters. I mean, both teams are loaded with, guys like Schwarber and for the Phillies, and of course Ohtani and Freeman and Mookie Betts for the Dodgers. I'm going to go with the Dodgers here. I think they're going to win in 5 games. I just think they have more playoff experience. But it could easily be the Phillies winning. But I'm just going to go with my gut here and pick the Dodgers in 5 games. And they will face the Brewers in the NLCS. So I think that will be a really good series. The 4th game tomorrow is the Tigers and the Seattle Mariners. It's going to be in Seattle, and the Tigers have not made a decision who's going to be the pitcher tomorrow, but for the Mariners, it's going to be George Kirby. He's 10-8 this year with a 4.21 ERA. And in game 2 for the Mariners, it will be Luis Castillo, and not sure who's going to be pitching for the Tigers. I really think the Mariners are going to win this series. They've been playing so well lately. They have home field advantage. I think they're going to win this series in 4 games. The Tigers are really inconsistent. You just never know what team you're going to get. I mean, if the Tigers play up to their potential, they could win this series. But I just don't know which Tigers are going to show up. The Tigers did show some life in Game 3 yesterday. I think they scored 6 runs, which is a lot for them. But I'm just going to go with the Mariners. I think they're just playing really well right now. So the Mariners and the Yankees in the ALCS, and the Dodgers and Brewers in the NLCS. So we'll see how this goes, and I'll make another video when the division series is over. All right, guys, have a good day.